So I have another very stressed out recording session of this because I've been getting emails, texts from my friends about meeting up with them later today, and I don't know how I feel about it. I, on one hand, really want to just be spending my time home and all that, but on the other hand, I barely get to see them all since the quarantine. But because of that, now I am worried about how much exposure they've been getting, which some people have been seeing a lot of people in the past times, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about, you know, going and seeing these people on more and more regular basis. Because the second wave is currently happening for the coronavirus stuff, and I do not want to be a part of that second wave or even part of anything about this. I want to, make sure that I respect how this disease works and stuff like that. But it's beyond me. I already told them that I'd be going as soon as I got clothes on and showered, and it just occurred to me like as soon as I as soon as I got done that, oh my god, I haven't done this yet and I should do it. And yeah, I wasn't able to do this way earlier because I woke up at 2 o'clock today due to my sleep schedule being all sorts of wonk. I went against my wishes that I set for myself, and I started like picking up GTA again, started playing GTA Online. It's fun to mess around with friends, but the stuff that people say about the money issue being completely broken is absolutely true. Getting money is extraordinarily hard and very time consuming as well. I've managed to do a lot of the stuff without having to jump into a public lobby, so at least a that's at least a blessing that the public stuff isn't exactly required. But I know eventually I'm gonna cave and try to get myself those private public lobbies people are talking about. It's only a matter of time before I just lose myself in that. And it sucks too because yesterday I was starting to feel the same effects that I did the last time that I was in a deep GTA curve, or stink rather. And that feeling was the um just how much I felt my brain completely shut off while playing that game. And while I was grinding money and levels for GTA Online, I realized like, oh my god, I'm doing the same thing. I'm slowly losing my gosh darn mind because like I don't know, it just makes you stop thinking about stuff, and I guess that's how the online has been so successful with our microtransactions and such. Is that just like people focus so much on the next best vehicle and what you can get for the amount of money that you're allowed and stuff like that. And I started to see it as well in one of one of the people I played with was got the vehicle from like the spin wheel in the casino, and it's that vehicle that can like jump and rocket boost and shoot missiles and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun with it. And it only made me realize, like, oh my god, they're just taunting. They're taunting the rest of us with these very cool vehicles. I made me think, huh, that must be what public lobbies are like. Just people with way too much money on their hands, flexing with all the really cool stuff, while the rest of us are just picking up the scraps that fall down from it. But I vowed myself to limit myself. I've spent my whole life not paying anything for microtransactions in any sort of game, mobile or AAA alike, and so far I've been able to keep to that. I've been very tempted in GTA Online when I was thinking about trying to get a what's the word? Trying to get that high end apartment for heists. But thankfully, I looked up a video and I got some very good tips on how to get money fast, and I did get that apartment. Me and Shane did are the first heist, and we got the armored Kuruma, which is so good, so nice that car is, and yeah, I think the next thing on my list is either a buzzard or a facility for the Doomsday heist and all that. I really should be. I don't know what I should be focusing on. As far as GTA goes, I know what I should be focusing on in real life. Those videos for Facebook and for Quick Play too. It's just like as I've been playing GTA, I've been doing nothing else, and I just need to stop myself and get really focus on that kind of stuff because I started that in early June, and gosh darn it, if I lose if I lose my swing on the quick play stuff by the end of the month, then what the heck was that even for? It was for nothing. It just proves that I can't keep a project going for long enough. And the Facebook videos as well is on thin ice because I've I've been routinely waiting until the last day to plan out, record, and edit all the stuff to the point where even this week's video I did in GTA on the day that I was supposed to release and edit it all in one day, and it wasn't even an original idea. A it was a bastardization of the rage quit that Michael did in GTA, where he went fishing and well, quote unquote fishing in GTA. He kind of like put his own little funny spin on it, and I completely stole it. I 100% just took that idea, and it wasn't great. Some people liked it. Some people like got a laugh at it. But I mean I know that it wasn't original. It wasn't good, and I feel bad that I took that idea, and I really should just sit down with myself and come up with ideas that I can do either by myself or get other people to help me out with because I am very quickly running out of ideas of what to do, and I feel bad about it. I feel really bad that I've been resorting to that kind of stuff. As for quick play, I'm fully aware that I would have had something out by now if James Bond had worked and had like been running smoothly for like the whole time. But the thing is that the emulation is very very bad as of right now, and I can't make it run perfectly no matter which ISO I find on the internet or whatever I use to emulate it. I just can't get it to run properly to the point where I almost got a virus on this computer. So I I decided to set that to bed until people like start working on it. If they start working on it, I don't know. It's James Bond isn't in a good state, and hopefully maybe I can also just like uh maybe I could just fix the Wii cables. Like order a new one online and wait for that to come by to like start doing Wii games because the only roadblock that I have is that it's just not being able to be played well on any platform I have, and I really want to do it on the Wii because of all the jank that comes with it. It's just a pickle that I've got myself in. By the end of the day, though, by the end of this day, though, I will be playing Super Paper Mario for Quick Play, and I am also emulating that because I do own it in real life. Um, but the thing about that is that like scaling is gonna be weird because I don't know like I don't know what to expect when I'm emulating stuff. because I noticed that the stuff looked very blown out when I was playing it on Dolphin, and I don't know how it'll look when I start recording it. It doesn't look great, but it may just be what I have to work with to record that stuff, because I've been wanting to play Super Paper Mario for a while. I've wanted to do that for quick play for a bit, and also Ben 10. I've downloaded a bunch of ROMs since last week in preparation for this for quick play, because James Bond didn't work. I started loading up on stuff just to get myself prepared, and I haven't. I learned my lesson and realized that James Bond had a compatibility of like 3 stars, whereas had to. I meticulously made sure to check the compatibility of the Dolphin stuff and make sure that it worked fine under the situations I wanted. Because even in the test videos, the James Bond stuff does not look good. It does not sound good. And, if I had looked ahead and, figured that out, I would have realized, maybe now is not the time for a video on that before I, put my 100% into that. And, yeah, you know what? I should get cables for the Wii, because of the stuff that I'm going to be doing. I don't want to, I don't want to be cheap with it. Is another thing. I don't want to be using emulation my my starting out stuff, and if I do that, then that's like really suspect. And even though I own it and I tell people that I own it, I really haven't proven it. I really haven't proven it in any capacity in the videos. So maybe I should have a little section where I show that I have the game. Yeah, yeah, I'll do that. The other thing as well is like I don't want to be showing my face too, so that's gonna be difficult to do with a camera and stuff like that, but I can make it work. So that's show that I have the game and the Wii, show that the video wouldn't do well with it. But I'm just in a really weird place with quick play, because on one hand, I feel like that I've gotten my presentation and stuff a lot better as far as like those videos have gone. It's not amazing, not even good, not even like great by any stretch of the means, but the key thing that I'm focusing on is that it's gotten better, and I've also like I've also stopped crowding my microphone when I'm talking, because if you paid attention or if you've like listened to me for these past videos, don't know why you would have, but if you had listened to me, you would have known that I got really up close to it when I was talking, and that it just sounded really blown out of that. I'm a lot more backed up towards it now these days, and it looks bad from like a from like when I'm watching the levels right now, but it it doesn't sound like that I'm right next to your ear, so that's a good thing. I probably should start messing with the volume and stuff like that, input and all that, to see what sounds the best. That's another thing I've been thinking of. Like this is down the line, but if I do end up recruiting somebody for quick play, then I am definitely going to think about like a mixer of some sort. And it won't be too fancy. Probably just like a 2-person mixer, and that maybe like 4 in case like I think I want more people on there or something like that. But it's it's something that I've been thinking of, but I have no reason to try and put it out there quite yet. Who knows? Who knows? I've got a lot going on in my head, but no real reason to go through with that kind of stuff, because I don't I don't have a real following. I have had those people that compliment the videos. Um, Only the guy from like the walking simulator one. There's one from the Mario Galaxy 2 video that said nice job, but I am less keen to believe that's a real guy than the first one. So I don't know. Again, I'm in a weird place because I want to do stuff like that, but at the same time, all I've been doing is GTA 5 online, and that's not very good for content. Well, it is good for content, but at the same time, like, who hasn't done a GTA 5 thing? I don't want to be like everyone else and do GTA 5 over again because, like, my God, who hasn't done that and like who isn't doing that to death these days? Especially since it came out for free, there's probably like a flood of people trying to be like, "Look at me, I'm playing GTA," and like the people who had it 7 years ago are like, "Oh God, this guy." So it's a bit of a state I'm in that I've been falling behind of in new content for quick play, mostly because I've felt like I did a bad thing when I put forth the Eve of Souls playthrough first, and it wasn't great. And I kind of like painted my whole perspective on like, oh God, I really don't know what I'm doing here. And it kind of made me scared to do another one, especially in something that I like Super Paper Mario, because what can I do? What can I do to improve, to like make something entertaining beyond the game itself? And I don't feel like I did that well for Eve of Souls, mostly because I had barely any idea what was going on in that game. But if I do know what's going on in Super Paper Mario, maybe that'll change things. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting paranoid and it's actually just fine. But I told myself last week to sack up and do it, and all that I've really done is get super obsessed into GTA 5. So that's that's not great, not great at all. Um, I am over level 50 in GTA 5, so if there's any progress to measure, there we go, I guess. If that's like a progress that I'm proud of, I'm not. But like, I need to get my priorities straight. I also need to start doing those online classes that are free now, both in Stevens Point and the Sierra stuff, which after I'm done, I'm actually gonna sign up for now. I'm actually gonna sign up for because they start becoming paid for after July starts, and I need to get on that right now so I don't miss it. So I'm gonna be done with this now. Thank you for listening if you made it all the way through here, and if you're me from the future trying to get your memories back, stay strong, bud. I'll see you later.